All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. We are in day 2 of the Barcelona Materia Cup. We are in the top 16. We'll be starting our first game with DanielSan versus Squalo. DanielSan is on Scions, I believe. So we got a Lightning deck versus Squalo, who we saw yesterday on the stream, who played Warrior of Light. If you guys were here yesterday, we noticed that Squalo was able to win that mirror matchup fairly easy by kind of abusing the Warrior of Light limit break that was able to basically negate all damage coming from his opponent's mirror. So we'll see how that plays out today if he makes the same, if he uses the same tactic. Squalo is the first seed. He went undefeated yesterday, 6-0, the only 6-0 we had. And DanielSan was 4-2. So yeah, we're going to start with the 16 seed versus the first seed today. And we'll see how the bracket develops. See if we have any interesting matchups. Yesterday we have a Lightning 13 deck that made it through. So you guys will be glad to hear that Mick Brawley did actually top. We have Warriors. We have Mono Earth, Scions, Warrior of Lights. 2 Una decks made it through. Some water lightning monsters as well. Cool. So it looks like the players have finished looking at the deck lists. I'm going to go collect them, and we will get started. All right. So Squalo will start. As the higher seed, he will get to go first. Give me 1 second, getting organized here. All right, we're just waiting for the judges to collect all of the deck lists from all the players. Looking across the room, trying to see some matchups. We have, looks like there's Mono Earth versus the Siren Braska deck that we saw on stream yesterday. There is Warriors versus Yuna. So that is actually TCG's Poppy's 3rd Yuna match that he's got to go through. He won the first 2, so he's probably feeling really confident about that one. And another Yuna versus unsure. We'll have to take a look at the bracket afterwards, but let's focus on what we've got here. Squalo, DanielSan. We've got Scions versus Warrior of Lights. Let's just see any unique things that Squalo is running. He does have that Vossler that we did not see any play with yesterday, but we might see it today. So both players just going to start with backups. DanielSan is going to search for a category 14. Just checking his hand to see what he's got. Zide 13 is playing Warrior of Lights, so not his best matchup. He was excited that he might get paired with Yuna because that Sarah really basically wins him the game against a Yuna deck. So he does have his worst matchup, but we'll see if he can make it through. I heard him talking before the matches. He had some plans, so we'll see. Cool. So yeah, DanielSan doing the typical Skyon setup here: search, search, and search. Not gonna need that Ixion. So able to just kind of get rid of that, make space for other cards that we need. See, just taking a look at Daniel's deck right now. He does have the Irvine. He is carrying 3 Estinians, Warp Estinians. So we could see some haste coming in. We've got 6 Odins, I believe, and he does have 2 Cuchulains that are in the deck. Of course, he's got the Yustolas as well, with 1 extra multi-element Yustola. So Squalo just going to keep setting up his backups. We've already up to about 3 colors. The Lunith is down. That's one of the key components. So Daniel does have the Lena in hand. Yeah, Zaid, I was thinking, I see the Lena in hand. Had he played, there we go, yeah. So he does have the other Lena in hand for a potential revive from the break zone. Let's see, we're going to get another X-Burst here. We are not, the Zidane. Okay, so that's it, right? When you want an X-Burst from Warrior of Light, you don't get it, and when you don't want it, they get it, right? But yeah, getting rid of that Zidane, pretty powerful. I think there is another one. Yeah, there is another one in the deck. I'm not sure if he's already discarded it or not. Okay, gonna play the Leo. We're gonna draw a card. Oh, there's a slight glare on that part of the table. Sorry about that, guys. All right, we're gonna pass turn here. So Squalo is almost completely set up for what he's looking to do. We're gonna pay 3 here, and we're gonna play the bash. We're likely gonna take the damage here. Take the damage, search. Yeah. So not an X-Burst, and that's Sarah. There's only another one. There's one more in the deck. He's only carrying 2. Let's see what he searches. Just gonna take another look through the deck. And we're gonna pull out the Shantoto. Okay. Hi, Romy. Welcome to the stream. So we did search for that Shantoto, but we're gonna immediately discard it, and yeah, to pay for the Arc to search the Ferris. Squalo just explaining kind of what the process is here. We are gonna play the Ferris. Gonna trigger her effects. So 1,000 to everybody. Yeah, we're gonna have to bounce the Alpha Nom. And then we're going to search the Refia. That's that 3 damage. That 3 damage risk rip when you push wall to 2, they can just play the bash, take that 3rd damage, and activate Ferris on their own. Yeah, it looks like Squalo is already set up. We're going to start spinning now. Spin the Leo. Reactivate backups. Draw a card. And pass turn. Yeah, this looks a bit rough already. That was pretty swift. That bash, I don't think DanielSan was expecting the bash to auto, basically self-inflict the 3rd damage to activate the Ferris. That's something that maybe he missed when he checked the deck list, because pushing to 2 there might have been just a slight overplay. Gonna have to see how this plays out. He does have 6 cards in hand, so there are resources to be used. Gonna have to think this one through. this play likely, the game likely hinges on this play. What can DanielSan figure out here? He does have a, that looks like that's the Yestola in hand. Is he thinking about potentially using the special? He has the recourses to activate the special, from what I can see. So that might be the play here. Just want to confirm. So that special is it's an S special with 2 lightning and a dole. So 9,000 to all forwards other than Job Skyon. We're gonna need to figure out a way to give it haste. So I think we'll go for the cloud play instead. Maybe potentially going with a revive next turn, or in, yeah, Refia has a spin there. So Refia does die to the cloud limit break, but we're able to get the spin off. Yeah, Albie, he didn't. Well, he forgot about the bash. He got Squalo to damage 2, and then Squalo had the bash in hand and put himself to damage 3. So I think Daniel was trying to set himself up to leave them at damage 2, but Squalo had an answer for that to push himself over. Yeah, I think we're just going to pass turn with no action here. Interesting. So that does give DanielSan some more time here to respond. Obviously, a straight pass from Squalo builds his hand, but does not add anything to the game board. Now we're going to be able to draw. That is an Ixion, I believe. We're going to go to attack phase here. There's 1 X burst, so we will draw. Okay, good. There is the Tyro. I'll take the Mist Dragon. Looks like, yeah, we might want to keep that in hand rather than using Tyro to pay for anything. So we are going to go to damage 6, and we only had to suffer 2 X bursts. That is not that bad, all things considered, for DanielSan. It did look like for a moment that the game might have been favoring Squalo, but he was able to take care of business. Okay, so we're going to Kusith the Ferris here. Does DanielSan have a response? Just checking the limit break. Does have the other cloud there. Has the Ixion in hand as well, which he could pay the extra cost to get rid of the damage 3 cost forward, which would take care of Ferris and Bash. But Bash, yeah, Bash has Brave, and he does 8k 8k ping, and he is also an 8k with Brave. So he will kill something here. But I don't know if Honestly, if that matters here, I think DanielSan's in a good position. He has, I don't know, he ditch the Lena, so he might not have the Lena revive. Okay, so we're gonna do some pings here. This is all the damage bonus effects on these cards are gonna activate here. We might clean the board. No. So we are gonna search a Lena. Because I think Squalo wants to attack here. Now, I will say, there are quite a lot of Odins in the deck for DanielSan. We could see some interesting experts coming out if Squalo does. So we do in the end discard the Mist Dragon to play the Refia. So basic, yeah, we're gonna Odin that immediately. So we're like, oh, we don't have enough to. Well, yeah, we can spin once here. Okay, we're just gonna miss. We have another Mist Dragon in hand, so we will Mist Dragon the Odin. Reactivate the backups. 8k ping to lightning. Draw. Sorry, not draw. Take the damage. Take another. The effect, yeah. Reveal 4. Need more monster. Too early. Okay, so we are going to keep the Thancred. Would be nice if DanielSan can top 8 because he would be going home with the Thancred. Oh no, top 16 takes the Thancred. Yeah, I think it's top 16. So he will be getting an upgrade to his deck if he does like full arts. He'll be taking home one of those Thancreds, no matter win or lose this match. Today is actually the last day I think that the Thancred is a prize. So unfortunately, people here will be missing out on the full art Axstar, which I know a lot of people did want. Okay, so we're getting a lot of reveals here of the Ariangir. Able to really pick what we want. Gonna just think this one through. Okay, in the end, we're gonna take the Estinian. Just checking the break zone, counting some cards, probably looking to see how many Refias are there. Okay, so in the end, we did cloud the Refia again. I do think that is the second Refia, so we will see the third here. There will be no more clouds, unfortunately, to deal with that third Refia. Maybe just a little bit of bad luck here, that Squalo didn't need to try to search for that final Refia, and that Refia did not fall to damage, because we are on damage 6. But there is opportunity for an Odin X Burst. Yeah, now we're going to play the Warrior of Light from the limit break. Going to protect from damage pings. And we must target that Warrior of Light first. Which does protect, I believe, everyone except himself from the Yustola special effects. So that's a bit rough. That Bash doing an 8k ping every time it attacks is gonna hurt DanielSan, I think, here. Yeah, because right now we're spinning 4, we're 8 pinging, we're pinging with Ferris. There's a lot of damage coming out here. I think an Ixion is what makes sense here if he has it in hand. Might be what we're playing here. We're paying 3. Okay, no, we're gonna go with the Graha. And we're going to Miniaturas with the Graha. So I think DanielSan here is hoping. Yeah, I think the Mist Dragons are out. I think they're all in the break zone, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so we're gonna play the mat. We're gonna attack, and I think DanielSan is just going to pray for an Odin. Let's see. No Odin. Oh, there we go. There is the Odin. It's gonna be the Refia, I believe. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of the Refia. So this does save DanielSan from lethal. He does get one more turn, potentially an Ixion here. No, we get the Lena and a Reeve. Do we use the... If we Reeve here, we potentially get the Ixion and can pay for it. But we lose out to the Mat and the Warrior of Light, so I think this might be it. Let's see what Daniel's got cooking. Yeah, I think it's just a shame he ditched those 2 Ixions. He did have them both in hand. Yeah, I'll try to let the players know. What happens is when they move their leg, because they're nervous, it shakes the table a bit. I'll let the players know after this round. Okay, so we're gonna play the Lightning. This guy has to target the Warrior of Light. We'll draw. in early. There is another forward that can come down. So we can give it haste and first strike, but I don't know if it's enough. Or are we thinking about the Irving is going to come down. We are going to quit 2 from the break zone and have haste and first strike. We're going to attack and remove 2 more. Get rid of those Refias and the Ferrises. We're going to block with the Mat. Matt's already done his job. He's giving everybody brave. And we're going to attack with the lightning, and we're gonna concede there. So yeah, I think it was a tough match. I think at the end, DanielSan was just hoping for a potential mistake. Coming in there at the end from Squalo, but did not happen. So that is game 1 to Squalo, who's playing Warrior of Lights. He is the first seed. Let me go let them know about the leg shaking. Yeah, I think the bash really tipped it in Squallow's favor there, just because he was able to kind of put himself to damage 3 on his own turn and make use of it immediately, which Daniel may not have been expecting. He may have thought, oh, it's safe to push him to damage 2. I'll get another turn in and then be able to assess where I'm at. So yeah, a bit unfortunate there. But hopefully he's learned from that. Maybe now in game 2 we will see slightly different play. Okay, so starting out a little bit more aggressive this time from DanielSan. Last time this took about 2 turns to set up. We've done this one in turn 1. So that does look good. Let's see. It takes Squalo a few turns to get his motor going here. We are going to take the Amaterasu back to hand. That is 2 Warrior of Lights in the break zone already. Although, as I said before, Squalo's been making use of the Limit Break Warrior of Light all throughout this tournament. I have not seen the 4-color Warrior of Light come down in his first game yesterday in the Swiss round, or in the game today. So we're going to go ahead and do damage. We're still going to go to damage 2. It is the cryo. Draw off the Leo. Let's see if Squalo has a bash again. If that happens, we are paying. It is the bash. So he does have the bash again. He is going to put himself to damage 3, and we're going to do basically what we did last game. It's almost the same exact board state. But no. Okay, we're going to ditch the Yustola to prevent the the search there. So we do get a different result. That was a good play. Well done by DanielSan there, anticipating that bash coming down this time around. And having an answer for it. So we are at 2 damage on Squalo. So we're going to play the Graha. All right, so we're gonna pass turn. We're gonna pass the turn to Squalo. Squalo's gonna draw 2. I think he drew a Lena there. With that Lena, he can use her special and bring back the Ferris, who's in the break zone. But I think instead we're gonna go for the Luna Freya. Yeah, we're gonna see what X bursts that he can pick from. Probably looking for the Arc, I guess. But Tyra works. Tyra might be the only one. So Tyra is the only one. Tyro's gonna let us search for any card we want in the deck, or any card that we need forward. Swallow's just gonna reconsider what his final pick is gonna be here. Thinking about what he needs. He has the Ferris in the break zone. Does he search for another one? He's gonna search for the Arc. Okay. Yeah, so this Arc is gonna allow us to keep setting up for Refia. So yeah, this Sky on deck can search a lot of the pieces it needs while playing forwards at the same time. So we're gonna respond with the same Luna Freya. Let's see which X, likely looking for the X burst that's gonna reveal some cards for us. I think Daniel's looking. We have the Odin. It might be the Odin that we have to take. Yeah, it's gonna be the Odin. We're gonna break. Yeah, we're gonna break the bash. We're gonna draw a card for the Lena. We're gonna attack. Now we're gonna duel the Luna Freya, and now we're gonna go for 2 additional damage. There's a Mist Dragon. That's good. No X burst, and the Vossler. So wow, DanielSan escaping the X burst there. Or does Vossler have an X burst? Oh no, Vossler does have an X burst. So he has the King. Pulls the King Tycoon, which will search the Ferris probably this turn. But we did push Squalo to 4 damage already, so he is in slight danger. With only 2 backups on the board, the pressure from DanielSan so far seems to be working. Surely we're gonna see that Arc this turn. But how do we pay for it? Okay, so we're actually not going to see the Arc. We're going to pay with the Arc and the King Tycoon to play the Tyro to search for the other Arc. Kano, because Warrior of Light Limit Break only protects from damage and from abilities. So damage done. It doesn't protect from being broken. And it only protects from abilities, not from summons. Okay, so it looks like we are gonna use the Leno limit break here to bring back the Ferris. I'm assuming. Oh, we have, okay, we're gonna play the Refia. Bring the Refia from the hand. Now we can, sorry, the Ferris is already on the field. So yeah, now we're gonna see that limit break Warrior of Light, just same board state as last game, except we've switched an Arc for a Bash. We're gonna spin, we're gonna top deck the Alice. Squalo thinking about attacking with the Luna Flare, but I think he's going to pass turn. Okay, so I'm going to pass turn. We're going to activate our forwards, draw 2, and we did draw the other Alice. And we have, is that isn't, it's an Odin, right? I think it's an Odin, not an Ixion. Yeah, Zide, I think I agree with you. I think Daniel's been ditching the Odins, the Ixions, when they actually play a fairly important role in this matchup. He might be worried of the Mist Dragon, but we saw one go to damage already. So no, I think it's something that you need to risk it. Okay, so we are going to see the Alice. We're going to bring back the Alphanon. Oh, just second guessing this decision. Reading the text again just to make sure it's what we want. Yeah, the Scions play a lot from the break zone here, so just want to make sure we're pulling the right card. And that, I mean, there is a threat of the Mist Dragon exiling the break zone as well, whatever he does choose. So we're going to choose the Yustola. That Yustola is going to help protect us a little bit from summons and abilities. Auto abilities. We'll be able to cancel an auto ability. So I think he's thinking of wanting to cancel the Refia, or maybe the Ferris. Okay, so now we're gonna see. Yeah, I think DanielSan overthought that move there way too much. I think maybe he was worried about something that wasn't a threat to him. So yeah, now we're gonna go for damage. We've got Matt. They're all gonna keep brave. Let's see if any experts come out. We get any Odins here. Nothing so far. We do get a draw. And that's going to take us to damage 5. Draw 2. Okay, so Romy, thank you. So it looks like so Inigo winning against FIFA. That means we have Mono Earth beat out what is that? FIFA was playing Lightning Water Monsters yesterday, I believe. So congratulations to Coach Strife, who's actually we're using his channel today. So we will see him in the top 8. And Kilmeny, yeah, so Jordi Costa, who has already made it, who has qualified to Worlds 2 times already from Spain. So he's played in Japan twice, playing Yuna today, the Cat 4 Yuna. I don't know what deck Daystar was on today, but any deck playing into Yuna is tough. Okay, so we're gonna see the concede here from DanielSan. There were no recourses there for him, unfortunately, but well, top 16 at a Materia Cup is not a bad result. He will be taking home that full art Thancred, which can go nicely into his Scion's deck, so I'm sure he'll be happy with this result, even though he maybe wanted to make it top 8 and qualify for Worlds. Wasn't meant to be today. Squalo continues his undefeated streak. That puts him to overall 7-0. He went 6-0 yesterday. So yeah, GG's. Thanks guys for sticking around for this game. I'm gonna take a break, get